Some secrets were meant to stay buried, but not here. This is Red Tape File. While everyone knows Al Capone and John Gotti, there was one crime boss who was more powerful than them all, and she was completely invisible. Her name? Giovanna, the Godmother, Romano. In a world dominated by men, her story stands out not only for her audacity but for the enigma that surrounds her very existence. Imagine a character as mysterious as she is powerful. Little is known about Giovanna's early life, but legends abound, whispering of modest beginnings in Sicily, a land steeped in tradition and the cradle of Mafia lore. It is said that she learned the intricate web of secrets and traditions on the island before setting foot on American soil. Her journey across the Atlantic seemed almost destined, as if she were to become a pivotal piece in the puzzle that is the Mafia's illustrious and often grim history in America. Upon her arrival, Giovanna quickly carved out a niche within the city's labyrinthine criminal networks. New York, with its hustle, chaos, and the promise of a better life, was fertile ground. The city's underbelly, already rich with opportunity for the organized crime syndicates, became her stage. Soon, her name resonated within the walls of dilapidated tenements and the grandeur of Manhattan's clandestine meeting rooms alike. What set Giovanna apart from her male counterparts was not just her gender, but her astute understanding of power dynamics. Unlike the often flamboyant gangsters whose crimes made front-page headlines, Giovanna wielded influence in more subtle ways. Her fingerprints were everywhere, yet curiously never directly on the crime scene. It was this ability, her ghost-like presence in the criminal acts, that earned her the respect, fear, and the moniker, the Godmother. Under her leadership, the operations were marked by efficiency and, most importantly, discretion. She was a strategist, orchestrating complex maneuvers that kept her enterprises one step ahead of law enforcement. Where other bosses flaunted their wealth and power, Giovanna preferred the vantage point of invisibility. This mysteriousness only added to her aura, making her a legend among both her allies and adversaries. Remarkably, Giovanna maintained a sophisticated balance between ruthless efficiency and a shrewd understanding of human nature. She had the uncanny ability to turn potential adversaries into allies, and her allies into zealots for her cause. Many in her inner circle described her as the glue that held multiple factions together, a rarity in the Mafia's typically fractious landscape. But despite her considerable power, evidence of her misdeeds was elusive. FBI files on Giovanna were thick with speculation, testimonies from informants pointing to her pivotal role, yet singularly lacking in tangible evidence. It was as if any trail she left behind was deliberately meant to evaporate into thin air. As her legend grew, so did the mythology around her character. Some stories suggest that Giovanna had a network of female operatives women who could move unnoticed, carrying messages and enforcing orders without raising suspicion. Yet, whether these stories hold truth or are but another layer of her intricate legend, we may never know for sure. But here's where Giovanna Romano's story takes a jaw-dropping turn that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about organized crime in America. After decades of investigation, a deathbed confession from a retired FBI agent in 2019 revealed the unthinkable truth. Giovanna, the Godmother, Romano never existed at all. She was the greatest fictional creation in criminal history, a ghost story carefully crafted and maintained by multiple Mafia families to throw law enforcement off their trail. Every whisper, every testimony, every supposed sighting was part of an elaborate, decades-long deception. While the FBI spent countless resources chasing shadows, the real bosses operated in plain sight, using the Godmother as the ultimate smokescreen. The most chilling part, the FBI knew. Some agents suspected the truth, but could never prove it, and the legend became too valuable to destroy. Giovanna Romano wasn't just a criminal mastermind. She was the greatest magic trick organized crime ever pulled on America. And we all fell for it. As we wrap up our exploration of Giovanna, the Godmother Romano, one must reflect on how, through silence and shadows, she commanded the gaze of a society fascinated by power embodied in unexpected figures. Her life, an exquisite tapestry of enigma and influence, challenges our understanding of criminal leadership and reminds us that history's most compelling stories are often those never told aloud, only whispered in the corridors of those who dared to know them.